What's good? It's your host, Philly Fell, and I'm here to talk that talk. And today, I want to talk about how Howie Roseman did it again, man. Howie Roseman got the best value pick in the NFL draft with drafting Alabama linebacker Jihad Campbell, number 31, after making a trade up with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. But if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Talk That Talk PHL, where you get your latest and greatest Eagles news, man. But let's get into it. Jihaad Campbell, one of the best linebackers in the nation, getting drafted at number 31 after the Eagles traded with the Kansas City Chiefs one spot, trading them only a fifth-round draft pick, which we had 3 of them, so it really didn't matter. That was good value to move up and get the guy we wanted because there was threats of other teams wanting to trade up in front of Kansas City to get a guy like Jihaad Campbell. So everybody keep questioning why we only moved up one spot. Well, it's like you got to do what you got to do to make sure other teams don't get the player you want, man. And Howie Roseman himself said that he had Jihaad Campbell as a top 10 player in the draft, and he was even willing to trade up to the 20s to get a player like Jihaad Campbell, man. People need to stop acting like Jihaad Campbell wasn't mocked at least top 15, top 10 in some of these people mock drafts, man. Jihaad Campbell was rated as the second best linebacker in his draft, and he arguably could have been the best one, man. He led Alabama last year with 117 tackles, 11.5 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles, man. The kid is elite, man. He's only 21 years old. He was first team All-SEC last year, a former 5-star recruit, and most importantly, he's a South Jersey native and is a lifelong Philadelphia Eagles fan, man. I just love how we keep drafting and recruiting these guys who have been Eagles fans and they really appreciate being here, and they may have ties to the Jersey, Philly area. This is another dog we got that's going to put on for the city, man. And you seen when he got drafted, the energy and the attitude he bring, man. I think this kid is going to be very special, and he's going to be a part of Vic Fangio's defense for a long time to come, man. I know it's a lot of questions like, oh, we just signed Zach Bond. What we going to do with Nakobe Dean? Well, people need to remember, Nakobe Dean had a horrible patella tendon injury in the playoffs, man, and he's going to be out starting the season. He may be out a month or so. This kid can fill right in, man, and he could play inside linebacker. You could put him out on the edge. This guy is very versatile. Vic Fangio, I know he's licking at his chops paws to use this kid as a weapon in his defense, man. We got young, energetic guys that love to hunt and love to be physical and love to fly around. This guy is 6'3", 235 pounds. His combine 40 time, his jump, his vertical, everything just flew off the charts, man. He was in the top 90 percentile for all linebackers with his combine scores, man. The dude is just a physical, unbelievable specimen, man. He's an athletic freak, and this guy will be very crucial in our defense. He may play day one, man. With us losing D and Josh Sweat, and with Nakobe Dean being out, don't be surprised. You heard it here first. Philly Fell stamps it. Jihaad Campbell will be a day one starter in this Eagles defense alongside Zach Bond, of course, who I believe will be the green dot this year with Nakobe Dean being out to start the season at least. This kid, man, his agent is Nicole Lynn, who also reps our beloved quarterback Jalen Hurts. So you know he got a good team behind him and a good mindset. Guy stayed in the green room. He was the second to last pick in the first round. He stayed there with a smile on his face. When he got drafted, he was jumping around, running through the tunnel, banging on the Eagles logo on the wall. That's the energy we need on this defense, man. To be honest, his attitude remind me of a young gun that we had last year that loved to hunt, no pun intended, and a young DM we got last year named Jalix Hunt, man. He gives me those type of vibes. So if you could add him to this group of outside linebacker / edge rushers, we could be dominant. And pair that with another edge in Nolan Smith and our D tackles in Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. What y'all gonna say about our defense, man? Our defense is young and hungry and athletic. We have very smart players who come from these big schools like Georgia and Alabama who, you know, have a high football IQ and love to get after it. They have championship mentalities, man. You heard it from Jihaad Campbell after he got drafted. He said, we got to go get another Super Bowl, man. He said, the rich got richer. That's the type of attitude we need on this Philly defense, man. We the Broad Street Bullies, remember that. And we trying to defend this title, and we going to do everything we need to do. Everybody saying, yeah, we needed a safety. I get that. We can still do that in the second round, especially messing around with Howie. He could trade up, but you don't go against a blue chip player like this, man. You take best available, especially at 31. These are the type of problems you have when you win a Super Bowl. You pick at the end of the first round, and you have to swap picks with people like Kansas City for a 5th round pick. People was complaining about giving up draft capital, saying that Campbell would have still been there. I honestly don't think he would have. And Howie Roseman, who was great at his job, obviously didn't think he would either by trading a 5th round pick just to swap spots with the Kansas City Chiefs. You have to do what you got to do. And shout out to Andy Reid for looking out, man. He took that L on the chin, and he still made sure we got the player we wanted. And they got a great tackle from Ohio State and Simmons, but we got a good player that we can use on this defense for a long time coming, man. And Vic Fangio, you should see the smile on his face after drafting a player like this, man. It's another chess piece that he going to use on that board of Philadelphia Eagles players that may get back to that number 1 defensive spot next year. We got to see what we're doing at safety. We need another corner with Slade being out. But don't be surprised if we go for corner or safety on day 2 in rounds 2 and 3. But once again, if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Talk That Talk PHL. It's Philly Fel, and I'm out.